Thanks for coming. Let's get started today. Let's start in Supta Baddha Konasana. So Supta Baddha Konasana is reclined bound angle. So bring the soles of your feet together to touch. Butterfly your knees out to the edges of your mat and then recline down to your back. You can place your hands wherever you'd like. My favorite is a goalpost. It's kind of a gentle opening through my chest, but if you don't like that, you can always do one hand over your heart, one over your belly, or just arms down by your sides. As you lay here, you can flutter your eyes closed and bring your attention to your breath. Take a nice deep breath in, fill up your belly, fill up your chest. Then a nice loud breath out your mouth. Take another deep breath in just like that, in through your nose. This time seal your lips to the top and exhale back out your nose. Create an oceanic sound in the back of your throat with each exhale. Feel the constriction there. Continue breathing here like this. A few more rounds of breath on your own. Count the length of your inhales and your exhales. See if you can match the amount of time. Take one more deep breath in, feel your belly expand. One more controlled breath out. Blink your eyes open, grab for your outer thighs and close your knees up together like a bug. Grab for behind your thighs and rock and roll the length of your spine as many times as you like, massaging along your back. And when you get enough momentum, roll up to a seat and cross your ankles. Find a nice tall spine, ground down through your sit bones. Drop your right ear down to your right shoulder, create space on your left side of your neck. Slowly drop your chin forward down into your chest. Left ear to left shoulder, roll your head back. And right ear to right shoulder. Lift your head up to center, drop your left ear down to your left shoulder. Press your right shoulder down away from your ear. Slowly drop your chin forward into your chest. Feel a stretch along the back of your neck. Right ear to right shoulder. Drop your head back. Left ear to left shoulder. Return your head up to center. Place your left hand on your right knee and then your right hand behind your right hip. Inhale, expand. Exhale, twist and gaze over your right shoulder. Return to center. Place your right hand on your left knee and your left hand behind your left hip. Inhale, find length. Exhale, twist your torso and gaze over your left shoulder. Your next inhale, come back to center. Press your palms down into the ground. Step your knees back to a tabletop position. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly down to the ground. Lift your gaze to the wall in front of you. Exhale, cat pose. Curl your spine up. Gaze between your thighs. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly. Exhale, cat pose. Press the ground away and spread your shoulder blades apart. Come back to a neutral tabletop. Gaze straight down between your hands. Inhale, tuck your toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Then from here, settle into this position. Take a few rounds of breath. So pedal out one leg, pedal out the other. Then take your attention to your hands. Spread your fingers out wide. Press your big knuckles down into your mat. And then as you press your hands down, lift your tailbone up toward the ceiling and press your chest closer toward your thighs. Feel this length in your spine. Option to bring a bend to your knees if that helps. That helps you create more length in your spine. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, ragdoll pose. Step your feet behind your wrists at about hip width distance and drape your torso over your thighs. Option to grab perhaps elbows, sway side to side. Feel the release in your low back. You can bring a generous bend to your knees. Drop your arms down to the ground. Toe heel your feet together to touch, leaving just a sliver of space between your heels. Inhale, slowly roll up to stand, stacking one vertebrae on top of the next. When you get to the top, inhale, shrug your shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, relax your shoulder blades down your back. Blink your eyes closed or soften your gaze. Press your palms together at your heart. Ground down through all corners of your feet. Take a nice deep breath in. Controlled breath back out your nose. Flutter your eyes open if they're closed. Send your arms down to your sides. Face your palms forward. Inhale, mountain pose. Sweep your arms overhead. Option to press your palms together to make sure that your shoulders are externally rotated. Take a nice deep breath in here. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge from your hips down to the ground. Option to bend your knees here if that's more accessible. Inhale, halfway lift. Press your palms to your shins or thighs. Shift your weight into the ball mounds of your feet and then lift your shoulder blades up. Take a breath in. Exhale, high plank. Plant your palms, step your feet back. Stack your shoulders over wrists and heels over toes. Dome the valley in between your shoulder blades and squeeze your belly button up toward your spine. Inhale, shift forward 2 inches. Exhale, low plank, lower down halfway. Option to take this on your knees. Inhale, upward facing dog. Flip the tops of your feet. Pull your thighs up and press your chest forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Step up toward your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins or thighs. Exhale, forward fold, release down. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach your arms up overhead, pinkies inward. Exhale, Samasthiti, hands together at your heart. Drop your arms down to your sides. Inhale, mountain pose. Extend up. Exhale, forward fold. Nice deep breath out as you lower. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten out your back. Exhale, high to low plank. You can always skip these or take them on your knees. Inhale, upward facing dog, straighten through your arms. Exhale, downward facing dog, send your hips up and back. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, neutralize your spine. Exhale, forward fold, bend down. Inhale, mountain pose, sweep your arms up, option to press your palms together. Exhale, Samasthiti, hands together at your heart. Drop your arms down to your sides. Inhale, mountain pose, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, ride your breath all the way down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins or thighs. Exhale, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, flip to the tops of your feet. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift your hips up and back. Take a nice deep breath in. Slow breath out, spiral your triceps to the wall behind you. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold, step up toward your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten out. Exhale, forward fold, bend down. Inhale, chair pose. Sit your hips nice and low. Reach your arms up overhead. Option to drop your hands to your heart center. Shift your weight into your heels. If your arms are up, spiral your pinkies in just like mountain pose. Take a breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Dive back down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins or thighs. Exhale, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Press your chest forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Inhale, keep your right heel high. Flex your right toes down to the ground and squeeze your right glute. Take a breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot between your palms. Now ground down through your left hand. Inhale, easy twist. Extend your right arm up toward the ceiling. Magnetize your inner thighs toward one another without actually moving your feet, and ground down through your right heel. Take a breath in. Exhale, horizon lunge. Roll to the outer edges of both feet and extend your right arm behind you. Feel this nice opening in your right hip. Take another breath in. One more breath out. Inhale, easy twist. Extend your right arm back up toward the ceiling. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your right palm. Inhale, warrior two. Blossom open toward the left side of your space and gaze over your right fingertips. You can take a second to bend and straighten into your front leg to sink into this and really feel your hips open toward the left side. Find front heel to back arch alignment in your feet, and then nice strong fingers here. Reach energetically in opposite directions. Inhale, hinge your torso forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Extend your left arm up, right arm down. Option to place your front forearm on your front thigh. Continue to press weight down into your heel and the outer edge of your right foot. Now begin to straighten your front leg. Inhale, reverse triangle. Extend your right arm up and back as you straighten your right leg and press your hips forward. One more breath in. Exhale, high to low plank. Cartwheel your arms down. Step your right leg back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Shine your chest forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Inhale, keep your left heel high. Flex your left toes down. Even the weight between your palms. Breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left foot between your hands and ground down through your right palm. Inhale, easy twist. Extend your left arm up toward the ceiling. Breathe here a moment. Continue to press weight down into your left heel and squeeze your inner thighs toward your midline. Breath in. Exhale, horizon lunge. Roll to the knife edges of both feet and extend your left arm behind you. Feeling this nice opening in your left hip and your left IT band. One more breath in. Stay for your breath out. Inhale, easy twist. Extend your left arm back up toward the ceiling. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your left hand. Inhale, warrior two. Spiral your hips open and gaze over your left fingertips. Point your palms down toward the ground. And then look at your back arm. Make sure your back arm is in line with your front arm. Then you can bend and straighten into your front leg. Sink into this position however you like. Now inhale, hinge your torso forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Left arm down, right arm up. Option two, place your left forearm on your front thigh. Press a lot of weight down into the knife edge of your back foot to keep your back leg engaged. Now begin to straighten your left leg. Inhale, reverse triangle. Press your hips forward and extend your left palm up and back. Find length from your left hip joint all the way to your fingertips. Breath in. Exhale, high to low plank. Cartwheel your arms down. Step your left leg back, then lower down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Press your palms down. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. All right, this is our sun B. Let's flow through twice more, linking breath to movement. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Step to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten your back. Exhale, forward fold, release down. Inhale, chair pose. Sit your hips nice and low. Squeeze your thighs together. Exhale, forward fold, dive back down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten out. Exhale, high to low plank, whichever variation that you would like. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Inhale, keep your right heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot between your palms and ground down through your left hand. Inhale, easy twist. Extend your right arm to the ceiling. Exhale, horizon lunge. Roll to the outer edges of both feet, opening your right hip. Inhale, easy twist, arm up. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your right hand. Inhale, warrior two, blossom open toward the left side of your space. Exhale, extended side angle, hinge forward and down. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten your right leg, press your hips forward, right palm up and back. Exhale, high to low plank, cartwheel your arms down, step your right leg back. Inhale, upward facing dog, shine your chest forward. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift your hips up and back. Inhale, keep your left heel high. Exhale, low lunge, step your left foot between your palms and press your right hand down. Inhale, easy twist, extend your left arm to the ceiling. Exhale, horizon lunge, roll to the outer edges of both feet. Inhale, easy twist, left arm to the ceiling. Exhale, low lunge, plant your left hand. Inhale, warrior two, spiral open. Exhale, extended side angle, reach forward and down. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten your left leg, press your hips forward. Exhale, high to low plank. Windmill your arms down, step your left leg back. Inhale, upward facing dog, straighten your arms. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips up and back. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, step up to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten out. Exhale, forward fold, release down. Inhale, chair pose, sit your hips nice and low, lowest chair yet. Exhale, forward fold, dive down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins or thighs. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, flip to the tops of your feet. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips up and back. Inhale, keep your right heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot between your hands and ground onto your left hand. Inhale, easy twist. Extend your right arm to the ceiling. Exhale, horizon lunge. Roll to the outer edges of both feet. Inhale, easy twist. Right arm up. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your right palm. Inhale, warrior two. Spiral your back foot down. Exhale, extended side angle. Reach your right arm forward and then down. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten your right leg, reach your right arm up and back. Exhale, high to low plank. Cartwheel your arms to the floor. Inhale, upward facing dog, lift your thighs up. Exhale, downward facing dog, send your hips up and back. Inhale, keep your left heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left foot between your hands and ground down through your right palm. Inhale, easy twist, left arm up toward the ceiling. Exhale, horizon lunge, roll to the outer edges of both feet. Inhale, easy twist, left arm up. Exhale, low lunge, plant your left palm. Inhale, warrior two, spiral your hips open. Exhale, extended side angle, reach forward and down. Straighten your front leg. Inhale, reverse triangle, press your hips forward, reach your left palm up and back. Exhale, high to low plank. Windmill your arms down to the ground and step your left leg back. Inhale, upward facing dog, press the ground away. Exhale, downward facing dog, send your hips up and back. Drop down to your knees, press your big toes together. Widen your knees out. Sit your hips back for child's pose, resting your forehead down into your space. Take a couple rounds of breath here to reset. Focus on re-regulating your breath. Deep breaths in through your nose. And nice slow breaths back out your nose. Take one more deep breath in. One more deep breath out. Sink your hips a little bit lower. Your next inhale, rise up to a tabletop position. And then from here, we'll do just a little bit of belly down forward. Extend your right arm out in front of you, your thumb facing up. And then extend your left leg back behind you. And then from here, squeeze your left glute, flex your left toes down to the ground, and then take your belly button and snap your belly button up into your spine. Really feel your core engaged. Take a breath in here. Exhale, crunch your right elbow toward your left knee, squeezing everything in really tight. Inhale, extend. Left heel up as high as you can. Exhale, crunch in. One more. Inhale, extend. And exhale, come back to a tabletop position. Plant your right palm. Take it on the other side. Extend your left arm out in front of you. Left thumb up toward the ceiling and right heel back. Flex your right toes down to the ground. Lift your heel up as high as you can. Breath in, find length. Exhale, crunch your left elbow in toward your kneecap, your back, squeeze your belly button up even higher. Inhale, extend your left arm and right heel. Exhale, crunch your elbow in toward your knee. Inhale, extend, lift your heel up a bit higher. Exhale, tabletop, drop your left palm and your right knee down to the ground. Inhale, tuck your toes under. Exhale, tabletop hover. Lift your knees like 2 inches off of the ground. Gaze straight down toward the ground. Remove any wrinkles from your neck. And then take your belly button and squeeze it up toward your back. That's going to activate your low core. One more breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Take a nice deep breath in. Deep breath out. Send your heels closer toward your mat. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Step to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten out. Exhale, forward fold, bend down. Inhale, chair pose. Sit your hips nice and low. Reach your arms up. Now drop your hands to heart center. Inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, prayer twist to the right. Connect your outer right or your outer left arm to your outer right thigh. Press your palms together at heart center. Feel how this accentuates the twist in your spine. The lower you sit your hips here, the easier this will actually be. One more breath in. And exhale, forward fold. Dive down to the ground, let your head hang down. Walk your feet out toward the width of your mat. Take a really generous bend in your knees and then place the tops of your hands onto the ground and slide your hands underneath the soles of your feet for gorilla pose. So you're literally stepping onto your palms. And then slide your hands as far as you can underneath your feet, so much so that your toes touch your wrists. If you're like, wow, that's not possible, I can't do that, bend your knees even more. It's okay to bend your knees a ton in this posture. On your next inhale, release your hands from underneath your feet. Toe wheel your feet back together to touch. Inhale, chair pose. Sit your hips nice and low and reach your arms over your head. Exhale, drop your hands to heart center. Inhale, hinge your torso forward. Exhale, prayer twist to the left. Connect your right elbow to your outer left thigh. Option to gaze down at your knees here to make sure that your knees are in line with one another. So if your right knee is jutting out in front of your left, pull it back in line with your left knee. Take one more breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Dive down toward the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten out your spine. Exhale, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, shine your chest forward. Exhale, downward facing dog, send your hips up and back. Take a nice deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, keep your right heel high. Exhale, low lunge, step your right foot between your palms. Now inhale, crescent lunge, hinge your torso up, arms overhead. And then on your exhale, drop your hands to heart center. Breathe here for a moment. So bend deeply into your front knee, but keep your front knee over your front ankle or even behind it. So just making sure that your knee doesn't extend in front of your front heel. Lift your back heel up to stack over your toes. Take another breath in. One more breath out. Now slowly drop down to your back knee and then untuck your back toes. Inhale, shift your torso forward. Exhale, revolved crescent. Hook your left elbow to your outer right thigh and palms together at your heart. Now level 1 is to stay right here. Level 2 would be tuck your toes, your back toes that is, and gently lift your back knee up off of the ground. Level 3 would be to take your arms and fly them out. So your left arm reaches toward the floor, right arm toward the ceiling. So take whichever variation you'd like here. Take one more breath in. Exhale, slowly drop your palms down to the inside of your right foot. So wheel your right foot out toward the edge of your mat and drop down to your back knee if you're not already there for runner's lunge. Now here you can sink into this however you like. You can maybe roll over onto the outer edge of your front foot if you want some hip opening, sort of like a half pigeon action or a horizon lunge action. You're done on your forearms, press back up onto your palms. Walk your right foot toward the center of your space, so you're framing your front foot. Lift your back knee off of the ground. Now inhale, warrior 2. Spiral all the way open, gaze over your right fingertips. Take a nice deep breath in. Sink a little bit deeper on your breath out. Inhale, star pose, heels in, toes out. Create a nice X shape with your body, option to shake your hips from side to side. Now tee out your arms, point your toes so they're facing the wall that you're facing. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, wide leg forward fold, hinge from your hips down toward your mat. From here, walk your hands wherever you'd like. If you'd like to work on getting your crown of your head down toward your mat, walk your feet out a bit wider, but keep your toes pointing in front of you. If you walk your feet out a little bit wider, the ground comes closer, so it'll be easier to get your head down toward the ground. And plant your palms so that your fingers are in line with your toe tips. And then slowly begin to drop your head down toward the earth. Now wherever you're at, extend your arms back out to a T. Engage your core. Inhale, rise up slowly with a flat spine. Exhale, warrior 2. Bend back into your right knee and gaze over your right fingertips. Inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten your front leg. Press your hips forward. Reach your right arm up and back. Exhale, high to low plank. Send your arms down to the ground. Step your right foot back. Inhale, upward facing dog, flip to the tops of your feet. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift your hips up and back. Inhale, keep your left heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left foot between your palms. From here, inhale, crescent lunge. Hinge your torso directly up, reach your arms overhead. And exhale, drop your hands to heart center. Breathe here for a couple rounds of breath. Pull your right hip point forward and left hip point back. Squeeze your thighs toward your midline and feel how that helps with your balance. Take one more breath in. Sink just a bit deeper on your breath out. Inhale, hinge your torso forward. Drop down to your back knee. Exhale, revolved crescent toward the left. Connect your right elbow to your outer left thigh. Option 1 is to stay down on your back knee right here. Option 2 would be to tuck your toes under and gently lift your right knee off of the ground. Level 3 is to take your arms, take your left arm toward the ceiling, right arm toward the floor. So wherever you're at today, just a couple more breaths. Your inhales, find length. Exhales, twist a bit deeper. One more breath in. And exhale, drop your palms on the inside of your left foot. Drop your right knee down to the ground and come down to a runner's lunge. So you can sink into this however you like. Try to mimic the sensation you felt on the other side. Might feel a little different on this side. It's totally normal. Have one side that's a little more tight than the other. You're then on your forearms, press back up onto your palms. Walk your left foot back toward the middle of your space, so you're framing your left foot with your hands. And then lift your right knee up off of the ground. Inhale, warrior two, blossom open, spiral your back foot down. Take a nice deep breath in. Sink deeper into your left knee on your breath out. Inhale, star pose, heels in, toes out. Create this nice X with your body. Now from here, take your arms out toward your sides in a T. Point your toes toward the wall you're facing. Option on this side for a chest expansion. You interlace your hands to the small of your back and then puff up your chest. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, wide leg forward fold with optional chest expansion. If you don't like the chest expansion, you don't have to take it. If you have it, a nice challenge with the chest expansion is to still try to drop the crown of your head toward the ground. So maybe walk your feet out a little bit wider. Engage your quads by lifting your kneecaps up. And then see how low you can get the crown of your head toward the earth. If you have the chest expansion, gently release it. Extend your arms back out to a T with a nice flat spine. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, warrior two, bend back into your left leg, gaze over your left fingertips. Straighten your left leg. Inhale, reverse triangle. Press your hips forward. Extend your left palm up and back. Exhale, high to low plank. Cartwheel your arms down and step your left leg back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Shine your chest forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Take a nice deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, come down to a seat. All right, from here, we'll take a couple minutes of playtime. So you can take crow pose if you're working on that. You can chill in child's pose or Supta Baddha Konasana or something like that. If you want to work on tripod headstand, I thought I would demo that today. So tripod headstand, in my opinion, is like way less scary than crow pose even. So just the setup for it, you'll place your palms down on the ground, just like crow pose, really nice solid base, either shoulder width or very slightly wider than shoulder width. So you're aiming to create like a tripod, so a triangle with the base. So your head will go here, and then you're like creating a triangle with your head and your two hands. From here, drop the crown of your head down into the ground. And now press really hard into your palms. You'll feel that like when you press into your palms, engaging your arms. And then from here, so just the setup would be to take your knees and walk your knees onto your triceps. This is a perfect place to just work on being upside down and kind of how it feels. There shouldn't be too much weight in the crown of your head. So really press into your palms, almost as if you could lift the crown of your head off of the floor. So you can just chill there. If you're working on headstand, this is a great place to start and where I would suggest starting if you want to try it. So you can try that out. You can take whatever else you want. It will take about another minute to do whatever you want. Whenever you're ready, we'll meet in child's pose. No rush to get there. When you're in child's pose, take a nice deep breath in. Feel your belly press against your thighs. Nice, slow, controlled breath back out your nose. Your next inhale, rise to a tabletop, and then step your feet back to a high plank. Stack your shoulders over wrists, heels over toes. Squeeze everything in nice and tight. And then slowly with control, lower all the way down to your belly. Once you're down on your belly, untuck your toes, press the tops of your feet down, cricket your elbows up toward the ceiling. Inhale, baby cobra. Gently lift your chest, press the tops of your feet down actively into the ground. Magnetize your shoulder blades together. Inhale, lift a little bit higher. Exhale, slowly lower down. Lower your left cheek down to the ground. Extend your arms by your sides. A little mini Shavasana here. Return your chin to center. And then press your palms down into the ground. Press all the way up to standing on your knees. From here, we'll take camel pose. So stay up on your knees. Spread your knees out to about hip width distance. Press your palms on your low back. I'll move this way so you can see what I'm doing. Press your palms onto your low back. And then pull your elbows together behind you as much as you can. From here, take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, camel pose. Press your hips forward and trace your gaze along the ceiling, keeping your heart lifted nice and high. If you have the lower back flexibility, you can drop your hands down toward your heels, but keeping your hips stacked over your knees. Super deep opening through your heart. Your next inhale, slowly rise back up, and then take a seat on your shins for a moment. You can close your eyes, press your palms into your thighs. Take another deep breath in, feel your heart beating in your chest. Deep breath out, create that oceanic sound in the back of your throat. Shift over onto one hip and then extend your legs out in front of you. Point your toes up toward the ceiling. Remove any flesh from underneath your sit bones. Take a nice deep breath in, find length. Exhale, seated forward fold. Hinge forward, grab for either the outer edges of your feet or your shins or your toes, whatever you can grab here. Your next inhale, slowly rise back up. We'll take fire log pose here. So for fire log, take your left foot, your left shin, I should say, and plant it on your mat, about parallel with the top of your mat. And take your right foot and place your right ankle over your left knee. If your hips are super tight, like mine are pretty tight today, so there might be space between your knee and your foot, that's totally fine. You can just stay here and feel this opening, just let gravity kind of pull your knee down. If you're super open and your knee touches down to your foot, you can hinge forward. So maybe take your hands and reach in front of you and let your head hang down. So you can choose where you want to be today. Just a last little bit of hip opening here. You're hinging forward, rise back up. Release from the pose, and we'll take the other side. So take your right leg, plant your right shin down on the ground, and take your left foot, place your left foot over your right knee, and then press your left knee down toward your right foot. But don't force anything too much here. Just kind of let gravity pull your knee down toward your foot. Use your exhales to release the tension you're feeling in your hips. Again, if you have pretty open hips, you can hinge forward and reach your arms forward and relax your head down. Whatever you want here. Just really use the power of your breath to sink into this. You hinged forward, slowly rise back up, release from the pose, and then lower all the way down to your back. When you're down on your back, Extend your left leg long and pull your right knee up into your right armpit. Inhale, squeeze your right knee up. Exhale, supine twist. Draw your right leg over to the left side of your space. Tee out or goal post your arms. Press both shoulder blades down into the ground. Option to drop your gaze over your right shoulder. Return your legs to center. Hug your left knee up into your left armpit and extend your right leg long out in front of you. Inhale, squeeze your left leg up. Exhale, supine twist. Draw your left leg over to the right side of your space. And then tee out or goal post your arms. Stack your hips on top of one another. It's okay if your left leg is like super high off the ground. Just keep your shoulder blades pressed down into the earth. Option again to drop your gaze over your left shoulder to complete this twist in your spine. Your next inhale, return your legs to center. Hug your knees up into your chest, wrap your forearms around your shins, squeeze everything together as tight as you can, compress every muscle to every bone. Another breath in. Exhale, Shavasana, let your arms and legs go long. Let your feet display out wide, whatever position they'd like. Starting from your feet, release any tension you're feeling in your toes and the bottoms of your feet. Release the tightness in your legs, in your hips, in your abs. Feel your belly rise and fall with the natural rhythm of your breath. You can let go of any breathing techniques. You just let your breath return back to normal. Relax your shoulders down, away from your ears. Release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. And relax all the muscles in your forehead. Allow yourself a few minutes of rest. You can stay in Shavasana as long as you like. If you'd like to be guided out tonight, begin to bring small movements to your fingers and your toes. Roll out your ankles and your wrists. Take a nice long body stretch. Reach your arms overhead. Point your toes, arch your low back. Lay your knees into your chest, then rock onto whichever side favors you for fetal pose, using your bicep as a pillow. Press yourself up to a tall seat. Find a nice tall spine. You can flutter your eyes closed or soften your gaze. Place your hands on your knees, in your lap, or at heart center. We'll finish out with a breath. Exhale out any air in your lungs. Take a nice deep, full breath in. Feel the length in your spine as you inhale. Then hold your breath in at the top. Open mouth, exhale, nice loud sigh out your mouth. Put your thumbs up to your third eye center, the space between your eyebrows on your forehead. The light in me honors and sees the light in all of you. Bow forward. Namaste.
Namaste. Thanks, Emily.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks
Thank
all.
you.
Amazing. 10 out of 10.